Opening: Japan, Korea and North Korea in 2025. Bottom line: cooperation continues, but it's fragile. Today, new leaders in Japan and Korea, plus regional risks. What hits daily life is security and the economy. It's a noisy year, so we'll sort it chronologically. Lots of names, so we'll keep it to the essentials. And we'll close with 3 forward-looking scenarios. Key idea: better ties don't run on autopilot. Japan-Korea ties improved, but history issues remain. North Korea and the US both add pressure at once. First, let's cover what happened. Then we'll move into background and key debates. What happened? A timeline. DEC 2024, Martial Law Declaration becomes a major issue. April 2025, Constitutional Court upholds the impeachment. Early June 2025, Lee Jae-myung wins the presidency. Lee is progressive, seen as tougher on Japan. Japan. Early October 2025, Sanae Takaichi becomes LDP president. First female LDP leader, leading to a historic step. Late October. Elected PM by lawmakers, Japan's first female PM. With new leaders, the question is whether improved ties last. So far, both say they will keep improving relations. Meanwhile, China, North Korea, and the US all intersected. Next, why this happened now? Background: why now? History disputes can quickly flip domestic politics. Leaders often use stronger rhetoric to rally supporters. The more improvement, the more backlash can follow. When Taiwan tensions rise, Japan-China relations get sensitive. Takeichi's Taiwan-related defense remarks angered China. China warned its citizens about travel to Japan. North Korea kept missile tests, worrying Japan and Korea. It also aided Russia in Ukraine, including reported troop dispatch. Kim also maintained friendly ties with Xi Jinping. 2025 marked 80 years since 1945. Kim attended events in Beijing. That's the setup. Next, the arguments on both sides. Key debates: pro and con. Pro: better ties help deter North Korea, practical benefits. More coordination can speed up missile warning and response. It can reduce costly frictions in chips and key materials. Con: concessions on history can trigger domestic backlash. Lee is seen as hardline, some fear a reversal. Takeichi's nationalist image could create diplomatic friction. China may read Taiwan-related remarks as provocation. As North Korea leans toward Russia, the region's calculus worsens. U.S. tariffs add another layer: alliances, trade, public opinion. In short, progress continued, but so did flashpoints. Next, how this affects people in Japan. Impact on Japan: daily life, economy, security. Security first. Frequent missile tests are pressure by volume. More launches mean higher readiness costs and anxiety. Stable Japan-Korea ties make information sharing easier. Economy: U.S. tariffs forced Asian economies to adjust. Access to the biggest market matters, firms rethink pricing and output. Japanese automakers tried hard to avoid raising prices. Good for households, but it can squeeze corporate margins. China travel cautions may affect tourism and business travel. K-pop stayed strong. HYBE shifted beyond BTS, building new overseas groups. Practical step: set alerts for diplomacy and tariff news starting tomorrow. Another: check official travel advisories before trips. Mini Q&A. 3 common questions. Q: will Japan-Korea ties worsen again? A: it's possible, but both leaders signaling improvement matters. A: history issues can flare quickly in domestic politics. Q: why is North Korea's troop dispatch risky? A: combat experience and money could strengthen its military. A: it may raise long-term burden on regional readiness. Q: do U.S. tariffs change what we pay? A: even if prices don't jump now, costs can feed through later. A: cars and electronics may shift prices around model changes. Got it so far? Now let's look at what could happen next. We'll compare optimistic, baseline, and pessimistic paths. What if scenarios? 3 paths. Optimistic, steady Japan-Korea cooperation boosts deterrence and business. This could keep channels with China open and ease frictions. Baseline, cooperation continues, but periodic clashes return. The key is separating politics from practical cooperation. Pessimistic, more North Korea provocations plus sharper China tensions. Cooperation slows, and both economic and defense costs rise. Common to all paths, domestic politics can shake diplomacy. A single remark can ripple into markets and tourism today. Better to follow data and official releases, not hype. Now, let's wrap up. 3 takeaways, plus actions you can do tomorrow. Wrap up plus my view. 3 points. Point 1 to 2025 saw leadership change in both Japan and Korea. Point 2. Intent to improve exists, but history and symbols destabilize. Point 3. North Korea, China, and US tariffs added simultaneous pressure. My view. Ties can continue, but they require active management. Action 1. Choose reliable sources and stick to them. Use official statements and multiple outlets, don't decide by headlines. Action 2. Factor geopolitics lightly, about 10%, into decisions. For example, timing a car purchase, or checking insurance en routes. Action 3. Value everyday cross-cultural contact. Bias feeds misinformation. How did these 2025 changes feel to you? Share your thoughts in comments. That's it for today. Let's keep making sense of the news together.